Hi Jane. Please keep me anonymous, just call me Rose. I'm from Manila. If you're reading this on your YouTube channel, I hope people understand that not all horror stories involve ghosts. Sometimes the scariest things look completely human. Before I tell you what happened to me, I need to explain something for those who don't know. In the Philippines, an aswang is not just a monster from stories. It is believed to be a creature that looks like a normal person during the day, but turns into something inhuman at night. They feed on human flesh, blood, and especially unborn babies. Some say they use long tongues to suck life from their victims. Others say they live among people, hiding as neighbors, lovers, or even family. I didn't believe in aswangs before, until I met Luis. I met him through a friend from work. He was quiet, reserved, not the flashy type. We usually saw each other at night. He said he worked a night shift. I never questioned it. I trusted him. He was gentle, attentive. He never raised his voice. And that's how I let my guard down, because he made me feel safe. After almost a year together, he invited me to his province. There was a festival, he said. His friends would be there. He wanted to introduce me. Jane. I should have said no right then. But I didn't. When we arrived, the first thing I noticed was the silence. There were decorations and lights, but no laughter. No children running around. No dogs barking. And everyone was staring at me. Not friendly looks. The kind of stare you give when you're waiting for something. I also noticed that Luis was always surrounded by men. Whenever I asked about his family, he would say, "Later, they're busy preparing." The next day I started feeling sick, nauseous, dizzy. My stomach hurt. I thought it was just travel fatigue. Then an old woman approached me behind the house. She didn't know me, but she placed her hand on my stomach like she was certain of something. "You're carrying something," she whispered. "And they already know." I laughed it off. I hadn't even taken a pregnancy test. But that night, I overheard their conversation. They didn't know I was awake. I heard Luce's voice, cold, unfamiliar. No affection at all. "On the last night," he said, "it's stronger if it's only half. Especially if she doesn't know yet." Someone laughed. "You're sure it's yours?" "Yes," Luce answered. "That's why I brought her here." That's when everything fell apart. Luis had a wife. She was there in the next house. And his family wasn't normal. They were aswang. Not the kind from movies with wings and glowing eyes, but people who looked ordinary in daylight. They walked, talked, and smiled like everyone else. But at night, they hunted. And what they wanted most were pregnant women and unborn children. The festival wasn't for the town. It was for them. And I was the offering. The child I didn't even know I was carrying was the real target. They believed that a half-aswang fetus, a child born from a human and an aswang, was the most powerful kind of food. When consumed, it would give them strength. Harder skin, faster healing, longer life. That was why Lise chose me. That was why he loved me just enough for me to trust him. I was the mistress, not just to his wife, but to their secret. I tried to escape the next morning. I walked toward the highway, but the road felt endless, like it kept looping back. They didn't chase me with weapons. They didn't need to. I felt trapped by the entire village. On the final night of the festival, they dressed me in clean clothes. They said I was a guest, but I felt it like food being prepared before a feast. During the noise and dancing, a man approached me. He wasn't one of Luce's friends. He leaned in and whispered, "If there's still even a trace of Manila left in your run." Now, I didn't think. I ran. I got on the first jeepney I saw. I didn't look back. I didn't wait for Luis. I left everything behind. I woke up the next day in a small town clinic. That's where I found out I was pregnant. And because of the fear, stress, and exhaustion, I lost the baby. No police believed my story. No case was filed. When I returned to Manila, life went on except for me. 8 Jane, until now. There are nights when I wake up smelling something metallic, like blood and smoke. Sometimes men stare at me on public transport like they're measuring me. And whenever someone invites me to visit their province, my whole body goes cold. I don't know where Luis is now. I don't know if they are still looking for me. That's why I'm writing to you. If you read this on your channel, I hope someone listens, especially women like me who believed love was enough to be safe. Not all monsters show their fangs right away. Sometimes, they caught you first.